In this video, I'll be showing you how to sew these beautiful pajamas you are seeing on your screen. Last week, we were able to draft the pattern. I will drop the link to the drafting process, but today we are sewing it together. If you are joining us from our free nightwear class, I need you to type in the comment section #nightwear, #pyjamas. Please write those two hashtags in the comment section. My name is Esther Prara. If you are joining us for the first time, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for joining. I share detailed cutting and sewing tutorial on this channel every week. If that sounds like what you would love to learn, then let's get into class. So these are all the pieces that we cut in our previous class. Don't worry, I'll drop a link. If you have not watched it, just go ahead and watch it. So I have cut out everything, the sleeve, the collar, everything is ready. I also cut these pieces out. We are going to use it for the sleeve as turn up. So the width is the width of the sleeve and the height is 2.5 inch on fold. Okay, so we're going to use it for the sleeve. And this is the bridal satin. I've cut it into bias form. The width is 1.5. Please, when you are cutting it, make sure you place your material in bias form. I hope you know what a bias form is. So fold it in a bias form, then cut it 1.5, then press it. Use your iron to press it into 2. It will now give you 0.75. Okay, so now this is my front. I want to show you how I cut the facing. This is the facing. I've already cut it. Just follow this. Are you seeing my hand? Just follow like that. Cut exactly what I'm showing you on the paper. From the neckline, just cut out a piece like that. See, I want to show you very well. Now let me place that's the facing. You see, that's what I cut. Just trace it out from it and cut. Follow exactly what the front is and cut it out. So that will be your facing for the front. Then make sure that you press interface. You can use hairstay. I use hairstay for mine, but I feel that the hairstay is too thick for it. Maybe you can use a lighter interface. You know, nightwear is not supposed to be so rigid. So I think that hairstay I used it made it so tough. Maybe you should use a lighter one, and maybe you should not put the interface on both. Me, I put on both the main front and I also put on the facing. So I think it made it so thick. You see the facing now. See the facing. I also put interface on it and I use hairstay. So I think it made it very thick. For yours, don't put for both. You can put on only one or use a lighter interface. Okay. Now I'm showing you there that you should notch where the collar will start from. You remember I told you when we're drafting that you should notch where the collar will end so that you will not pass that place. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my bias that I cut, my bridal satin that I cut into bias. So I'm going to start sewing from that point where the collar will start from or end from. That's where I'm going to start sewing my bias. Are you seeing it? Make sure it starts from that top, from the top to the bottom. Then after putting your bias, you now sew. See the way I'm putting it. Make sure that the folded part is inside. The folded part will be inside. The folded part of your bias, I'm showing you now. Make sure that part is inside, so that by the time you now sew your facing on top, when you turn it, you see that your bias is showing at the front. Okay, so let me pin it down and show you. Please make sure you do it exactly the way I'm showing you. That is how yours will come out even more beautiful than my own. Okay, so put your bias like this. You can see where my bias is starting from. It's starting from that notch where our collar ended. That is where it's going to start from. And when you are putting your bias, you can make your bias go more than it, go more than that notch. But when you are sewing, sew from the notch. Are you getting me? Make sure your bias go out more from the notch. But when you are sewing, sew from the notch. I hope you get my point. So I will go ahead and sew it like that. Are you seeing it? I'm going to sew from there down. So I will do the same thing for the second one too. This one too, let me show you again. I want you to get it. I want yours to come out very beautiful. So I'm going to place my bias like this. Make sure it comes out a little. Let it come out a little more than the notch. Okay, so let me go ahead and sew it and I'll come back to show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead to sew. This is what we have. You can see how beautiful it is. I've also ironed it. I've pressed it. You see how beautiful it's looking. Make sure your own is as beautiful as this. Can you see the inside? This is the inside. See, everything is looking very fine. Make sure you iron your own very well so that everything will lay very flat. Okay. So now the next thing I want to do is to bring the back. I'm going to bring the back over it. Then we are going to join the shoulders. So you see now, I'm going to put them right side facing right side. You see, then I will join the shoulder. When you are joining the shoulder, leave the facing out of it. Don't join the facing. Leave the facing. Just join the main fabric and the back. Are you seeing what I'm doing? I'm pinning it so that you see it. Leave the facing out of it. Don't join the facing for now. We are going to use the facing to finish up the collar. So don't join the facing. So after joining the shoulder, go ahead and join the side too. Immediately you join the shoulder, go ahead and join the side. You know we added 1 inch sewing allowance. So use that 1 inch sewing allowance for the side. Join the side, join the shoulders, then let's continue. So guys, this is what we have. I've joined the shoulders. You can see I did not join the facing. I did not join the facing. I only joined the shoulder of the back and the front. Then I also joined the side. By the time we press it, this is what it's going to look like. Hey, our pajamas is coming out. I love it. It's coming out already. So now let's join the collar. We want to join the collar. Can you see how everything is sitting pretty? Make sure yours is like this. So now for us to join the collar, I'm going to use my bias on the collar first. So we are going to put the bias. If you notice your collar very well, you know where it's going to go to the neck. You know when we're drafting, I showed you where it's going to the neck. And that part I'm showing you now will be on fold. Are you seeing it? This place will be on fold. Why I added 1/2 inch round. So this part that is going to go to the neck, I will not add any bias. But this other part, the upper part, I'm going to add bias to it. Are you seeing it? Let me remove the pin. This part at the top here is where it's going to carry bias. The lower part is where it's going to the neck. Do you see it? Okay. So I'm going to open it up like this. Then I'll put them right side facing right side. I press interface on it too, but I think I should have pressed interface on only one because it's just rigid. It's not supposed to be rigid. It's supposed to be very light since it's in nightwear. But no problem. It still came out beautiful, Sha. Okay, so I'm going to put my bias. Are you seeing it? Make sure the folded part of your bias is inside. The folded part should be inside. Then you run it like this. Are you seeing it? You run your bias like this. You know our bias after folding it into two is 0.75. By the time you sew 1/2 inch, it will now remain 0.25. That's quarter. And that quarter is what will be showing at the front. So guys, I've gone to join it. This is it. I've joined it and I've turned it. I've pressed it. Can you see our bias is showing 0.25 is showing outside. So now let's join it. For us to join it, I'm going to notch my mid back. The middle of the back, the center of the back. I'm going to notch it. So go ahead and notch yours. I will also notch my collar. Okay, then I'll sew it. What you are seeing now, I raised one of the collar up and I joined only one, but no, I didn't do that later. I later joined the two. I wanted to use the upper one to top stitch, but I changed my mind, so I joined the two. Okay, I joined the two part of the collar, both the lining and the main one. I did not remove one part. You know, I'm showing you here that is only one part I joined. No, I didn't do that. I joined both the two collar, both the facing and the main fabric. Do you understand what I mean? I joined the two. See these two? I joined it together with the shirt, the two collar. I didn't separate it the way I'm showing you now. No, I joined them together. You see it? Can you see it that I did not separate them? I joined the two. So that's what you should do. So join it and stop at the shoulder. From the center back to the left, stop at the shoulder. To the right, stop at the shoulder. Can you see where I stop? Please stop there. So now when you stop there, for us to finish up the collar, I'm going to go to the center front. Do you see it? The center front where we join the facing. Are you seeing what I'm doing? That place that we started putting our bias from, where we notch. So I'm going to put the collar in between. Are you seeing it? That place we notch that the collar will stop. That's where I'm sewing now. So I'm going to put my collar inside like this. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Please, if you follow me, you will understand what I'm doing. Are you seeing it? I will sandwich it in the middle. I'll put the collar in the middle of the facing and the main shirt. Then I will sew it and get to the shoulder. Are you seeing it? I want to show you again. You see the collar? This is the center front. This is the facing. So I will put the collar in between where we started sewing from. Do you remember where we started sewing from? From the notch. Put it inside there, just like this. Then arrange it and sew. Arrange everything together and sew. Then get to the shoulder line. Yes. When you get to the shoulder line, you can fold this facing. Let me go ahead and join it. So guys, I've joined it. This is what it's looking like. Can you see how pretty it is? If you don't understand what I just did here, you can go and watch my video on vintage shirts. It is the same technique I use in that video. That's what I used here. So I can go ahead and stitch this place to this remaining facing part. I can stitch it to the shoulder line. Okay, I will use hand stitch, like needle and thread to and stitch it. Then look at everything is looking very beautiful. I used my weaving machine to weave the neckline. That neckline that is showing at the back, I used my weaving machine to weave it, to give it a neat finish. Okay, then you use your iron to press it to bring out the lapel. Can you see it? Everything is looking so beautiful. Hi, I love these pajamas. I can't wait for you to start making your own and selling it. Oh, you can see everything is looking very beautiful. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to fix our sleeve. So I'm going to bring our sleeve now. So this is the sleeve, the one we drafted in our previous tutorial. I'll go ahead and bring the turn up. I told you we are going to use a turn up for this sleeve so that we can insert our bias into it. So this is it. I'm going to bring the fabric I'm going to use for the turn up. This is it. So this fabric is 5 inches. When we open it up like this, it's 5 inches. Then when we put it on fold, it is 2.5 inches. Can you see it? That's what we use for the turn up. So I'm going to place it over the sleeve. I'll put it on the wrong side. Are you seeing it? Then the open side of the turn up, that's what I'm going to sew. Then turn it to the front. Can you see it? So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it and turn it to the front. Can you see it? Now it's time to put the bias in between. So you put the bias in between like this, then you top stitch. So just go ahead and gently top stitch. Do it very neatly. I'll do the same thing for the second sleeve. So guys, can you see our sleeve? It came out so beautiful. So now I'm going to fix my sleeve to my shirt. I'll go ahead, fix my sleeve to my shirt. Then I will hem the bottom. I'll fix my buttons. You see, I'll do buttonholes. So go ahead and do buttonholes. I don't have a buttonhole machine, so I'll go out and do buttonhole machine. Then I will hem the bottom. You know, we have not hemmed the bottom of these pajamas. So after fixing the sleeve and putting our buttons, I'll go ahead and hem the bottom. Let me show you how you are going to hem the bottom. See what you do. You take the facing and turn it to the back like this. Right side facing right side. Then you sew half inch. Then you now continue with the remaining half. That half inch, you now continue sewing it round. You do the same thing for this edge too. You turn it right side facing right side with the line, with the facing. Then you continue. And with this, we have come to the end of our pajamas shirt. See how beautiful it came out. Can you see it? I can't wait for you to start selling it though. If you got value from this tutorial, please tell me thank you. Just write thank you in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.